I think it's more up to us to really promote what AI can do for the future for music in general. Knowing me, I'm gonna probably put together a whole AI album. I'm gonna beat them to the punch. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Akon. How's it going?
So at the end of the month, you're starting your UK and Europe tour called the Superfan Tour. Can you tell me maybe a little bit about what makes this tour so special and what your fans can expect from it?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a very special tour for me, mainly because I wanted to make it very intimate, but more than anything, this was specifically done for the super fans itself. You know, I got a new album that I want to be dropping, but before I drop the new album, I wanted to make sure that I actually rewarded all the super fans for all the support throughout all these years. You know, because oftentimes they know all the information before I even know it. You know, before I can even make an announcement, they're already promoting it. I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't even said anything yet. How do you even know? You know, so I knew the moment we put these tickets up for sale, they was going to go really, really fast. And oftentimes that's really what happened. But I wanted to give them a basic, you know, introduction of me coming back out into the market. And then more than anything, I wanted to be in a position where I can reward them for all the support. Because even when you look at the Spotify today, I'm still getting 25 million listeners a month. And I haven't released an album since 2008. So that shows you how strong the super fans are. So I wanted to make sure I gave them a specific experience before we put the album out and do a major tour for the masses of audiences.
So this is also your first tour in a decade. Do you have any tracks where you're like most looking forward to performing again? Or do you have a city where you're like really excited to return to?
Well, pretty much everywhere because I haven't been moving as much. So I'm excited to go and rekindle all those memories. Every song that's on my list are all songs that I actually enjoy performing. And that's the reason why they're on there, because it's always easier to perform songs you actually enjoy performing. I think the audience can know when you really don't want to perform a song because the energy is not quite there. So I never put them in a position where they have to ever experience that. So I always put all the songs that are going to be on my playlist that I love to perform actually on it. And then of course there's songs that you can't escape from because they're just such major hits. But those songs naturally you're going to always love performing those big records because everybody always sings along with them.
So, different question. You said in an interview that since music isn't your first source of income anymore, you are also more free to experiment with an African influence in your song, for example, like you did on your Afro Freaks EP. Do you feel
Right.
like the industry and the listeners today are more open to that kind of sound? And has your approach to music changed because of it?
No, I think the industry is definitely more open to that kind of sound, but it's also very tricky because this is a new sound from me from them because they've always heard me do more pop like records and hip hop. So for the audience in America, definitely was some more of a shock. But my European fans, because they know I'm African, they kind of expected it. Me personally, I just wanted to give something because I was just in that mode around that time. So I wanted to put out an EP where I could just have fun with it, with no expectations, no major worries, no major announcements. Just do something really fun and put it out there for whoever would enjoy it. And that was the whole concept and idea for that.
And do you have any plans to like continue in that genre in the future?
Yeah, I'm definitely, now that I'm dropping new albums, when I do them, I'm gonna take them a lot more seriously, put a lot more time and effort into marketing and promoting it, and really accelerate it in a bigger level. But I think as I put out these new albums, you will hear a few songs in that genre on these albums, 100%.
Your older tracks, like your track Lonely, are like very popular on TikTok and Instagram right now. Um, do
Right.
do you feel like social media is kind of changing the way how music is consumed and how artists are approaching their releases? Because I feel like on
Oh
TikTok,
yeah.
yeah, because everything can go viral, right?
Right. Everything can go viral. But you know me, the way the idea and the fact that my catalog is doing so well on TikTok shows me that I really I don't have to change anything. I will continue to make music the same way I made those records there. And I think the same effect on TikTok will be there. You know what I mean? But I think if I try to make music to appease TikTok, I would fail dramatically. So my idea is just to make music the way I know how to make it and just allow it to do what naturally does what it does, if that makes sense.
Speaking of like trends in the music industry, another really popular trend right now is the rise of artificial intelligence. Last week, more than 200 musicians have signed an open letter to warn against the misuse of AI in the music industry. What's your opinion on that? Do you have an opinion on that? Like using AI to create music?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love it, me personally. I think sometimes people kind of react before they see results. Anything new is going to be scary. AI is no different. Me personally, I believe that it's going to actually help the music business. I believe that it has, aspects of it that actually allows you to create better, faster. Of course, there's going to be some things that may scare you that the technology provides, but for the most part, the bad actors are going to be bad actors no matter what. You're not going to be able to change who they are. People that are scammers that's going to do bad things with great technology, they're going to always exist. I think it's more up to us to really promote what AI can do for the future, for music in general, for the future of music and creation, and for the future in creating a fan base. I think it also helps you to more put a direct target on specific fans and describe them in a way to where you can actually now be able to relate with those fans versus the fans relating with you. So I think there's more positive in AI than there is negative. And I think any new technology that has more positive, you should support it. And then when the time comes where there are things that we should worry about, we come together and find the solution. But I don't think a ban of it or finding ways to get rid of it right now is the right situation. I think it's going to hurt them more than it would help them.
I get that. So you are not against using AI for your music in the future?
No, absolutely not. Knowing me, I'm going to probably put together a whole AI album. I'm going to beat them to the punch.
It's probably smart.
Absolutely.
You've worked with a lot of more memorable names over the years, including a German rapper also, Bushido.
Yeah.
Is there anyone still on your bucket list to this day who you'd like to collaborate with?
Definitely when I come back out, I will be searching for acts to actually collaborate with. I've been out of the scene for out of the scene for a while, definitely relating to music. So I still have to go back into now and find out, who's the hottest new artist, which artist would I actually personally like and feel like they fit the style of Akon, to see who to collaborate with. So those things I'll be doing as I'm traveling.
Okay, and do you have like a favorite collaboration from your past?
Everybody that I collaborated with were all people that I actually liked, that I was fans of myself. So all of them are favorites, but I think if there was one to stand out of all my collaborations, it would probably be the one with Michael Jackson. Because I grew up, man, he was like a god to me as a kid. So me having the opportunity to be able to work with him was like mind blowing. It was surreal, and it also opened the doors for me to work with other idols and legendary people like, Quincy Jones as a producer. And that's what fueled me to want to be a producer. And Lionel Richie as the most greatest songwriter, I think, ever. And he made me want to be a songwriter, and then, artists like Whitney Houston, who broke so many barriers. So, it opened up for me to work with all the legends I always wanted to work with, man. So I would definitely say the Michael Jackson one was the one that had the most impact in my career.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Besides music, you also do a lot of like entrepreneurial or philanthropic work. Do you have any projects in that field planned in the future that you can share?
Oh yeah, absolutely. All those projects are all based in Africa. They all stem from Akon Lighting, where we were giving, lights to all the villages in Africa, trying to create, electricity and give them energy. And then it moved into me doing bigger projects in development, where we're building Akon City right now. And that project is going very, very well. I'm super excited about that. And I think it's going to lead to bigger things for me. I don't even know. I might even get into politics one day and run for president or something. But I don't put no limits in where the future can go for me, because you never really know. But at the end of the day, wherever I think my presence can be help of any value, then I will probably most likely find myself engaged in there.
And do you also can share some music plans with us?
Oh, 100%. I am looking to drop an album before the end of the year. I'll be announcing the exact date after this tour. But the album is already finished right now. It's already mastered. So the only thing now is to announce the date and start marketing and promoting that. But after the tour, then I will be announcing the official release date.